this devil. He will claim Mrs. Harker for his own.
Oh, God, no!
Jonathan, you will stay with your wife while Dr. Seward and I return to Carfax. We may at the moment be unable to destroy Dracula with the stake, but should we have the opportunity to destroy his coffin before dawn, he will have no sleeping place. Caught in the light, his body will rot and decay, crumble to dust. If we can do this...
Then hurry, Professor. I will stay here with Mina.
How long have they been gone now?
2 hours.
They must succeed, Jonathan. They must. Come in.
No good.
He has gone.
Oh, no.
The box was gone and he had destroyed the other 2.
Well, what are we to do now?
There is only one thing to do.
It's too late. There's nothing to be done now.
Madame Mina, to show a lack of courage is not like you. Of course there's something to be done.
Then let us know.
The Count will return to Castle Dracula. And we must follow him.
Herr Harker, you tempt fate too often. I never thought to see you again.
Just tell us again, good lady, of the Count's plans.
The arrangements are always the same. When he was here last, I watched and waited for Herr Harker to return from the castle. But he did not. Then after a long time, a crowd of Skarner gypsy come from the direction of the pass. They are bringing the 3 boxes from the castle to be sent to England. They stop here and tell me this while they eat and drink. But 2 days ago, they pass again and eat and drink. And they are to collect a box and bring it back to the castle today. They will travel through the Burgo Pass and reach the castle before sunset. I pray you, if you will go, you will borrow my husband's pistols.
These gentlemen will take the pistols. For myself, I have this machete and an account to settle on my beloved Lucy's behalf.
And you will leave the good lady here?
No, she will come with us. These are dark powers we struggle against, dear lady. With us, she will be safe. Come, let us set out for the Borgo Pass.
What are you doing, Professor?
I make around you, Madame Mina, a circle of holy water through which no evil thing may pass, and which you must not leave.
I think I hear them.
Soon the sun will be down, and the Count will waken. We must concentrate on getting to the box.
Please, darling, be careful.
Don't worry, Mina. And be careful to stay within the circle.
I shall.
No, we will wait here until they are almost upon us. But be very quiet. Now. Halt!
There's the box. Careful, Jonathan. Behind you. Thank you. The box. Quick, the box.
The sun's setting. Be careful. Be quick.
Take that, you... Arthur! Are you all right?
My side.
Oh, swine. Help me to the box.
Friend Arthur, let me have the machete.
No. I wish to do it. Just open the lid for me.
There. Now cut off the head, Arthur. The head.
The knife is too heavy for him to swing.
His eyes. The Count. He's waking.
Our Father who art in heaven.
Now, Arthur, now. Again. There must be no delay.
Hallowed be thy name.
Arthur, you're bleeding.
Miss Mina, I told you to stay within the safety of the circle.
Look, he sees us.
Thy kingdom come.
Ah, no!
Thy will be done.
Oh.
Arthur, you're badly hurt.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yes. He is dead. Even now his body turns to dust.
be happy now.
He's right, you know. It is a beautiful sunset.
In Dracula by Bram Stoker, adapted for radio by Eric MacDonald, David March played Count Dracula. Frances Jeter, Mina. Christopher Good, Arthur. Rosalind Shanks, Lucy. Michael Harbour, Jonathan. And Aubrey Woods, Professor Van Helsing. The female vampire was played by Kate Coleridge, and the innkeeper's wife by Pat Key. Other parts were played by Malcolm Hayes, Andrew Sachs, Madeline Kem, and Jim McManus. The play was produced by Glyn Dearman.
It's late. You've talked enough. I don't want to tire you. You must sleep. Oh, open the window before you go, will you? And tell Arthur I will see him tomorrow.
Yes, of course. And I'm sure after a good night... Oh,
What is it?
it was sitting on the ledge. It's gone now.
A bird?
No. No, it looked more like a bat.
We'll be starting in just about 2 minutes, y'all. Thanks to the couple of you who already tuned in. If we, our goal for followers has increased from 50 since we hit that to 75. So if we hit 75 followers during the stream, we will be giving away more dice. So tell your friends.
Oh, you will accept my pardon. I thought you were alone.
Professor Van Helsing, I would like you to meet a very good and dear friend of mine, and of Miss Lucy, too, Mrs. Harker.
Professor?
I am honored, dear lady. You, too, therefore, have the concern of the child who is in such danger.
No!
She has lost a very great amount of...
Dogs, I got a blind chihuahua that's late.
As soon as possible.
Professor, what is the cause?
You will both please believe me. For what I have to tell you is strange and terrible, but it is true. Miss Lucy is the victim of the vampire.
Vampire?
A bat. And its diet is blood, dear lady.
Could it have escaped from some zoological garden? But surely I thought these creatures were only known to attack sleeping cattle and similar.
Arthur, you do not understand, and it will be difficult. But for many years now, you have known me and you have trusted in me. You know that I am not a man of fancy. But when I tell you that your beloved Lucy is in great danger from the undead, perhaps then you wonder if I am becoming mad. But does every legend have its basis in fact, we wonder? I have studied this subject for long now. Is it possible for some to go on living by drinking the blood of the living after they have been presumed dead? Can a man to a wolf be turned?
A wolf?
And what strange creatures exist on the seabed? Oh, science wants to explain all. And if it explains it not, then it says there is nothing to explain. Yet we see around us every day the growth of new beliefs. I suppose now you do not believe in corporeal transference, no, nor in materialization, nor in astral bodies, nor in the reading of thought, nor in hypnotism.
Hypnotism has been proven very well.
Ah, then am I to believe that all you will accept is proven fact? You must trust in me now. I want you to believe in things that you cannot. You must try to keep an open mind.
Professor?
All right, everybody. Here we go. We're getting ready to start with our 8 p.m. Curse of Strahd game. I am Dice Dad with Dice Dad Games. We are an online gaming community that mostly plays Dungeons and Dragons. We host games almost every night of the week that are open to the public in our Discord server. So if you're into D&D or you'd like to get into D&D and you just haven't had a chance to yet, or you don't know anybody to play, we are pretty much hosting games every night of the week that anybody can, for the most part, jump into until they fill up. So on Wednesdays, we do things a little different. Every week, I scrap the party from the last week, and I open up signups in our Discord for anyone who feels like joining. So our party shifts basically. There are a few core people, but the party shifts for the most part every week. So we are on week 8 of Curse of Strahd for our late game because we run this twice on Wednesdays. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the Discord with the group. It looks like we got some webcams tonight. That's pretty exciting.
Steal!
Hey, everybody.
I have a steampunk hippo made of a tiny cast iron pan with a smaller version that usually sits inside of it.
It's actually kind of cool.
He holds my crochet needle.
Oh my god!
I got all these.
There's a place in Kansas City that sells things kind of like that. They do all these like welding art things. It's a flower shop though, so it's weird.
I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to grab, like, if we ever fight a dragon, I just need to grab my like 40-pound wrought iron dragon.
Book.
We love it.
Oh my gosh, that is an amazing book. My friend actually, I believe, got me that same book for Christmas over the last year.
Yeah, it's the Encyclopedia of Tolkien. It's really fucking cool. I use it sometimes to reference, like, if people ask for lore about certain creatures, I'm like,
Is it the one with the really pretty illustrations?
Yeah, it's the one that has like looks like they're like sketched.
Yeah. Yep.
Like this.
Yep. So cool.
The
Nice.
best $20 ever.
Need
I
to
was
send that
not
to my
even-
friend for his anniversary. He had a Brain? Hello? He had a Lord of the Rings wedding. Like, everybody dressed up as a character from Lord of the Rings.
That's amazing.
See, I'm kind of a book nerd also, so there's this.
Quit trying to impress
that's
me.
cool.
I have my bookshelf
this is-
right next to me.
I also have the a Necronomicon.
Nice.
It has some like set entries of a Necronomicon, but it's more like a story about the Necronomicon. But through the book, there's like different pages that has information.
Klaatu, Verada.
Please don't. Sir, my house is already haunted.
All right, but yeah, let's go ahead in the chat. They are encouraging us to get started. So let's go ahead and get running tonight with our Curse of Strahd game. I'll do a little bit of recap to remind everybody where we are, and then we'll come in for the character introductions. And then after that, we will jump into the game.
Sounds good.
Okay, so last week, the party finished up various tasks in the town of Barovia. You cleared up a well of some zombies that were contaminating the water, and as well sort of taught the locals how to handle the poisoned wells. You met a little old woman selling pastries in the night, and you bought some of her pastries, but you decided not to eat them. Instead, you took them apart and dissected them, and you did find a fingernail in one of them. Which was a little gross, but Ismark, the new burgomaster, he didn't seem too fazed by it. He said that people have been buying these pastries from this little old lady for as long as he can remember, and they just give you real nice dreams. But none of you ate any of them, so no nice dreams for any of you, I guess.
Not happening.
But after that...
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. What's up?
Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
You're clear.
Okay. I just want to confirm. I was on the wrong channel, so that's all.
Oh, whoops. Okay, so you did that. But after that, you basically packed yourselves up. You have Irina, the sister of the burgomaster, who you are escorting to the town of Kresik, um, where you have been told there is an abbey, or a convent of nuns that apparently are very devout, and they are a safe place in Barovia for her to go. So you are being sent there. Along the way, you're going to be stopping in the town of Valaki, which is a fortified town at the south end of a lake called Lake Zarovich. I've got a map here. I don't know if you're all familiar. I know we got some new faces tonight. We use Owlbear Rodeo for our maps. So I'm just going to post this link. This doesn't require an account or anything. You just click that and it'll bring up a battle map that we all share.
Where are you posting the link?
I posted it in the Adventure League general chat in the Discord. Sorry, I should have said.
Oh,
Okay, Garland, quit showing us up with your
sorry,
beautifully painted minis.
I could disconnect for a second or two. Eventually, session.
Say what?
I'm sorry. What channel we are under for the rodeo?
Okay, so for the link to the maps, it's in the AL General channel in the Discord.
Okay, I got you. I see it. I see it here now.
Okay, cool. Yes, so you have Irina with you. You're on a cart. You are basically heading on the old Svalich Road, which is this heavy lined red road marked on the map. You're going to take it all the way to the far northeastern part of the map near Lake Baratok to the tiny town of Kresik and
I just want
the
to clarify
Abbey of St.
before
Markovia.
before we do, should we all take a long rest? Because I think we said we
You
were gonna
did
do a long
the
rest
previous
before we-
evening. You basically, after your encounter in the Durst Mansion, you were encouraged to take a couple days. So that's what you guys have done. You've taken a couple days at the Burgomaster's house, and now you are rested. Everyone has full health. Go ahead and give yourselves long rests in the D&D Beyond. And as you all are loading up things onto the cart and following the cart out of the village of Barovia, why don't we go ahead and zoom in with character intros. Let's start off with Arwen.
Do you want me to describe my character or my
Yes,
background?
this is your character intro. So give a physical description. You can introduce yourself as well if you'd like. Then just give like a physical description of your character. Don't go too in depth with backstory, but you can give us the gist of who your character is and what their deal is. And then whenever you're done, you can just say, "And I'm done," and we'll move on to the next person.
All right. Arwen is a half elf with white hair and blue eyes, and he had his family was murdered by creatures of darkness, and a lot of stuff happened. But in the end, he became a mercenary to find out more about this kind of creatures, and that's about it. He's a paladin, by the way, for now.
All right, cool. So that's Arwen, the half elf paladin.
Yes.
Let's hear about Elliot.
Elliot is your Eldrin Monk. He monk astral arms. He silver blonde hair, yellow shades, nice dress jacket, white dress shirt, black slacks, and black and white loafers. His personality, laid back, lax attitude, always smoking, his knack for card tricks, and haunted by memories of war. I can't get images of violence out of my mind. Deep in his thoughts, hoping the next mission might just kill him.
Sounds like a Linkin Park song.
Right?
Just like the lyrics. I can hear them. All right, cool. So that is Elliot, the Eladrin monk. Escavon Faulkner, let's hear about you. Escavan. I think that's Ender's character, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
I believe that's our orc sniper.
Yeah, the half-orc sniper.
Yeah, you there, Ender? Oh, we'll come back. Garland Foam Tankard. Let's hear about you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
He's back from the grave.
I have my headphone. I have my headphone up. That's stupid, retarded.
All right, Escavan Faulkner.
Amateur mistake. But yeah, I'm sorry. You can hear me now.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Sorry. So my character name is Eldrin Faulkner. Screen name Ender191, based upon the Ender series. But Escavan is a half-orc mercenary fighter, and recently he's just developed some kind of psionic abilities in his mindscape, which has yet to be revealed to the rest of the group.
All right.
Oh, you're the Psy Warrior thing, I think.
Cool. So Garless, that was Escavan Faulkner, the half-orc fighter. Garland Foam Tankard, let's hear about you.
I am Garland Foam Tankard, a hill dwarf, and a cleric of Moradin, and a sorcerer of the divine, soul divine. I brew my own holy water, dwarvish holy water, and I'll pour it down your gullet to make you heal or kill. And I'm just about the same way in real life.
So you boil the hell out of it?
Right. Moving on to Jin Neskul. Go ahead and tell us about you, Jin.
So I'm playing as a half-orc barbarian named Jin Neskul. And he's just a half-orc looking for some adventure. Came across these other adventurers, and now he's going to take down Strahd with them.
All right. Cool. So that was Jin Neskul, the half-orc barbarian. And finally, Sister Sakrem.
Greetings all. The Morning Lord has blessed me here once again. I am Sister Sakrem, and I shall be your light cleric of Morning Lord. I'm here to ensure that we get everyone to the Abbey at Kresk by any means possible. However, the bells will toll for those who are undead. I was raised in an abbey outside of Barovia, and I was sent here to become a missionary. I don't know how I met you all, but I did, and we killed a well, so that's cool.
Our paths have crossed. In the Adventure League, by the general nature of it...
Sorry, have you drowned in the well?
I didn't drown.
There was a lot of drama that happened at a well last session. There was some dead bodies in it that ended up being not so dead, and there were like some nat ones that were made, and some people fell in, and it was a whole thing.
They almost died.
Fish in a barrel on my part. So many fishes in a barrel.
Like fish in a barrel.
All right. So does everyone have the owlbear map that wants to use it?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Dead
cool.
fish in a barrel.
So your party, I've got my laser pointer up. Your party is down here. You're just on the outskirts of the village of Barovia. You can move basically 4 hexes per chance at an encounter. So you guys can determine as a group where you would like to go. I would like you guys to pick one person, though, to be the one who moves your party token. That way you guys aren't all dragging it around, being crazy.
What's the Tiris pool thing? What is that? Is it like
The
a river that runs?
That is the small pool at the foot of the cliff that Castle Ravenloft is built on. It is where the Vistani live. They have their camp there. It's where you had your fortunes told.
Yes. That's where we met up with Madame Ava.
I can use up the token if you guys would like.
Okay. I
Yeah,
guess we move
fine.
towards the bridge.
Sorry, I'm just figuring out the map part.
It's okay.
I'm kind of lost in that.
All right, so
Well,
we're
let's
going to
roll
the
for
bridge.
certain death.
Woohoo!
I
Just kidding.
All right, so the group of you is going to hop into your cart and head off on the road to Valaki. Just setting off on this journey. It tends to be a pretty crazy
Do we
one,
still
though.
have Periwinkle?
Periwinkle did not come with you. You have a horse now. Periwinkle went back with his uncle. You guys managed to get a horse from the
Okay.
Vistani.
Oh, we
Okay.
brought Arena in the brother, or just Arena?
Just Irina. The brother, he is the new burgomaster of the village, so he needs to stay here because he has to govern.
Be with his people.
Right. He's in Trump. Gotcha.
And during y'all's well episode, Garland was trying to hire a ram to break it so he can ride instead of his little short legs. If that's okay.
Sure.
That's why I missed the well.
All right, yeah, Garland was elsewhere in the town doing some errands. All right.
Okay.
So, let me flip to the page. You see as you approach the bridge that crosses the river. The river flows clear as crystal, or as clear as a blue winter sky. I don't know why I said crystal because I didn't even say crystal on the page. As clear as a blue winter sky through the valley. The river is roughly 50 feet wide, and it looks to be fairly deep. You cross the arching stone bridge that spans the river at the south of the village. And let's see if you all run into anything.
Oh no.
Nothing today. As you pass over the bridge, you sort of like see the woods, the old Svalich woods, looming ahead, and the road goes into the trees, and the trees sort of tower over as their tops are lost in the heavy gray mist. They block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. And you travel into the woods.
So, is this everybody's first time in Barovia?
Been here for a bit. Looks like we're heading back towards Madame Ava.
It might be nice
Maybe
to
she
stop
can tell us.
As you all are traveling, you have been on the road for probably a third of the day. Let's go ahead and, we'll stop there.
Oh, okay.
As you are going down the road, you catch the scent of death on the air.
Something's happening.
Something doesn't smell too good.
Can I sniff to see if I can find out where it is?
Yes, you could make a perception check.
7.
7?
17.
17, okay. Yes, it's a very strong scent, and it's not very difficult to follow. You all see that Sister Sakrim sort of like sniffs the air, and she immediately picks up on where this is. And the scent leads you to a scene not far away from the road, probably like 15 feet off of the road. You find a corpse half buried in the underbrush. As you kind of clear the brush away, you find that the corpse is that of a young man who appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by paw prints. He's obviously been dead for several days. You see that he is holding a crumpled envelope in his hand.
We should grab the envelope.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to just snatch
go
that
up
envelope
and-
very quick. Oh, okay,
What
go ahead.
secrets are you hiding?
Oh,
Please, the man's
I
dead.
go up
Give
to the
him at
young
least
man
some respect.
All right, Garland
and
goes
I
up to the
drop a
corpse.
little holy water.
He's
I drop
already
a little
dead.
holy water upon his forehead. Says a little prayer. And says a little prayer that his soul can make it towards whatever deity he likes. And we grab the envelope. And I drop a sacred flame on top of him. That way he cannot come back.
Sure. So you scorch the corpse until it is ash, and you say your prayer over it. You are used to saying death rites for people, and there's always sort of like a feeling of relief or like an exhale at the end. And as you finish your death rites, you sort of expect this exhale, it's like the catharsis at the end of this person's life, you know, like that the release of all that energy. And it doesn't really come. I don't know. It just something seems off to you. But you look at the letter in your hand. It has a large B set into its wax seal. The parchment is worn and flimsy, and it seems to be a little damp.
We shouldn't
Do we
be too
know?
far away from the roads.
Do we know this seal?
I open it.
You do not recognize the seal, no.
It's best that we
Yes.
I
don't
open
stay
this.
in the woods. We need to get back to the cart and stay on the road. The wolves could be back. Do you see the paw prints?
I have a handout
As
for
I'm
you.
walking back towards the road. As I'm walking back to the road, I read the letter.
All right, cool. Let me just grab this handout for you guys. I'll post it on the screen on the stream as well. Oh, there it is. Cool. All right. Sorry, y'all. I have most of the images already saved, but every once in a while I run into one that I don't have saved. Cool. All right, and now I'll open it. This is so compelling. I know you guys love hearing me narrate opening files. All right, cool. So,
Absolutely the best.
Do it intriguing.
Post that there.
Wise. Like X-Files wise.
And I post this over here. When I'm saying things while I'm doing it, it doesn't feel like dead air, but it still is. This air is still rather dead. But here I am vamping. They taught us to vamp
I'll
in
sit
theater
there.
in high school, and this is what vamping is. It's doing this thing where you talk until you complete the thing that you're trying to do. And I vamped. Cool. So if you guys look in the chat, in the AL General channel, you can see this difficult to read cursive handout, and I will read it aloud to you so that you all aren't confused about what it says. Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead. Encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we have all departed for a better life. Kolyan Indirovich, the now late burgomaster of the village of Barovia.
Did you read that out loud in the when you were reading it and walking out? Did you read that out loud?
Yeah, you
Yes.
kind of muted yourself, or your. I don't know. You halfway through the message, or can you just repost it online for us?
Was I hard to hear?
No,
I
you
heard
kind of
everything.
muted out. You were talking about the
it's fine.
Burgermeister, then you kind of shut off, and from my end, it might just be my end then.
Okay. I'll post the clean text version of it in the chat as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Many thanks.
Oh, we go find this vampire. She's too powerful.
And for
Yeah,
you
did-
guys watching on the stream, I'll go ahead and post it for y'all too. I can just post it in here, maybe. We'll find out.
Was I hearing it wrong, or did the note say Irina is dead?
Irina was bitten.
Something Irina,
Yeah.
then it kind of cut out on my end.
Oh, I thought it said she was bitten and then she died.
No, she's languishing
No.
now.
Yeah, she's close. Like she's dying actively.
Oh,
Yeah, it
okay.
says Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So he's saying,
Irina,
give him up for dead.
Miss Irina, and Sister Sakram will walk to Irina's side.
Yeah, she is sort of like poring over the letter.
Is this true?
She's a vampire? She's a vampit?
No.
She kind of like reaches up and
yeah.
she touches her neck.
More
And you
than
see
one
that she's wearing like a high collared traveling thing. And she says, "Yes, this is true. He's bitten me. Which is why I need to get away. I knew that my father sent these letters. This must be she says this must be one of the men who my father sent to take. Basically, he sent them to take letters warning people to stay away. It's not it's not a fate that we would wish on others, being trapped here.
Except for us to escort the perhaps dead already Irina.
She's not
I say
dead.
we keep a watch on the lass.
She's not dead.
We
She's
keep
a
a
vampire.
watch on her.
Is there
They
a way
say
to
Well,
takes...
considering
I said perhaps dead already, Irina.
Well, they say that it takes more than just being bitten. That it takes either death at the hands of the vampire or it's being bitten many times. It's not as easy as just being bitten and turning into one. But I have to say that it has things have been difficult for me since then. My mind goes foggy. There are long periods of time I can't remember, and I'll wake up and I'll be in places that I didn't go to sleep in.
Who said that?
I can only imagine.
Irina is just talking to us.
Garland says, let's start heading to the village. Let's head over here to the Rocky with Miss Ava, Madam Ava.
I'm gonna look at my book,
Try to get
my
there
children's
before
book.
dark.
I'm gonna look at my children's book through this travel to see if anything that looks significant or matching the picture description as we're traveling.
Sure. Yeah, you're just flipping through it. That's fine.
I think it might be best that we just head straight to Vallaki. The Vistani are kind, but they don't have a way to keep her safe. A city with walls would be the best.
Well,
can we get there
city is a
in
broad
one day?
term in this world.
It'll take you more than a day to get there.
That's what I was saying. We make it to Madam Ava's camp for the night, and then we push
I say
on strong.
we set up our own camp. I don't want to bring someone that could be in danger into a populated area.
Precisely. Or there is also the way that we take shifts. We stay. People can rest
That's what I'm
in
saying.
the.
We must keep watch on her.
People can rest in our cart, and we keep walking. There's shifts. People will take first shift. Those people are allowed to sleep, and we keep walking. When one gets tired or injured, we take there.
So I can take a short rest and it cancels a full rest, so 4 hours meditation.
Is there any way that she's gonna turn into vampire while we are on the road?
If I'm correct, Irina, it's if you die by the hands of a vampire or you're bitten multiple times, yes?
Yes, that's what we've come
Yes.
to understand.
And
That should
you've
be
only
fine.
been
So
bitten once, yes?
we can travel
Uh,
past the Bucky camp, and we push through the night. I have dark vision, and I can lead the horse in the cart, and y'all
As
can
do
keep
I.
watching the cart.
I can give us light.
I do ask the rest of the group.
I
Is there
prefer not
anybody?
the light.
Is there any of us who are in the skilled in the arcane arts that's able to divine or create not divination, but like event anti subjugation abilities, like
Are you talking about protection from good and evil?
yes, thank you, abilities
And
like that,
I don't think we're.
something like that could prevent or prevent the vampires or whatever evil creatures in this realm from
I'm
picking up Irina directly.
terribly sorry, but if you think that just a simple spell would do that, it's best to keep going. We need to get to a town as quickly as possible.
I say we travel through the night. I think we could do it.
We're
How
able
many elves
to.
do we have in
Perhaps
the
not a
party?
charm.
It's only
but
like mid-morning
well,
now,
not a spell,
anyways.
perhaps a
So.
Yeah, it's only the
charm or
morning.
some
Let's
kind
just keep
of
traveling. And when it comes
anti-divination
nighttime,
Let's
ability.
keep traveling.
Every
we can keep
hex is
traveling.
basically like a quarter mile, so you've traveled a couple miles so far.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
Do you wish to stop at the Vistani?
Then
Nah, I don't think it's necessary, but we can, I guess.
It would
Then
probably
You
be
would
the
kind of
fastest
like
way
lose a
through.
bunch of the day if you stopped at the Vistani. Like it's you could get much further than the Vistani camp today.
Yeah.
Yes, let's keep going.
But the
Let's keep
Vistani
going.
camp
'Cause
might give us.
I want to get past.
Is there any benefit to stopping at this tiny camp?
That's the question. The same here is like I don't know what we did previously, so I don't know if the Vistanis can give us aid or not.
Why do we need aid?
They've already given us aid. They gave us the
That's the thing.
clues.
It's like for you guys who were in the beginning, you knew this already, but the rest of us.
As they communicate,
If you'd like clarifying questions, if anybody ever has like a clarifying question about something that's happened, it is totally cool to be like, "And what's that?" I will answer your question. So like, if you are, do you have a question?
That's what I want to ask. Is like, you guys already started like a few sessions before some of us started. So I don't know what you guys actually talked to Vistani or not. What information you knew in advance, the rest of us would not know.
All right, so yes, they spoke to the Vistani. They got their fortunes told by the Vistani's leader, Madame Eva. She told them basically the location of 3 objects of power in Barovia that will help them in their fight, as well as the location where they can find Strahd to fight him, and they figured out that there is someone in Barovia who is fated to help them in their encounter.
Arwen, I assume.
You will no. So you had your fortunes told. Your enemy. Let's see. Your ally. Okay, so
request references again, but
yes.
at the time, so.
Your ally is it's the priest, right? Or it was a priest who's got like someone close to him or something. Did anyone else? Did any of you guys write down? I wrote down your thing. But I remember I think that I wrote the wrong thing down, and you guys corrected me. You were like, "That's the wrong thing, Dakota," or maybe that was the other group.
The priest's son was bitten, and has come back as a vampire. He's locked underneath the church. I have the sword of the Durst that I kept with me. I'm looking through my notes. And the castle to the northeast of the Valky, that's Ravenloft. So I don't want to stay close with her. I want to keep pushing to get past that.
Okay. I think that he was.
Let me
I think
look
we
at-
were going over the fortunes, though. Like we were going over the fortunes that you guys had read.
Okay, a wall of
Give me the
bones that
fortunes.
holds a treasure, a chandler of bones that holds a treasure, table of bones, all of remain of a forgotten enemy. One of swords lies in a dragon's house, a card of power and strength, sword of sunlight, man in a carnival wagon. There lies what you seek. A king of diamonds, a broken wizard, with strong spells ally. Your
Okay,
enemy
yeah.
is a creature of darkness.
Okay, cool. So, to wrap up,
And a dungeon
it's always
king of
confusing
clubs,
going
he lives in
back
a pit of
over the
bones.
fortunes because then we have to like reinterpret the fortunes again. I have the 5 p.m. ones written out much more clearly. I need to go do the same thing. I need to rewrite your guys' fortunes so it's easier to recap them. But yes, one of the magical objects you're going to find is in a place full of bones of enemies long forgotten, and it will help you learn about your enemy. One of the objects you will find is a powerful force for good and protection, and it is found in a dragon's house that was once clean but is now tainted with evil. You are going to find a sword of vengeance, a sword of sunlight, and you can find that with an illusionist, a man who is not what he seems. He comes in a carnival wagon. Your ally is a wizard. His mind is broken, but spells are strong. I thought that we had like a mess up and that wasn't your ally, but I guess that was your ally. Maybe I think the first group is the one where I got confused. So your ally is a wizard whose mind is broken, but whose spells are strong. So you've learned a little bit about them from the Vistani. You had learned that like a year ago, like a little less than a year ago, that there was a powerful wizard with a very long name who came to Barovia from the outside and basically got a coalition of adventurers and villagers to assault Strahd's castle. But Strahd murdered all of them and then got into like a spell slinging fight with the wizard, and he beat the wizard and like threw the wizard down the Solenka Falls, that 1,000-foot drop, into the river. And the wizard has not been seen since. But the Vistani claim to have seen the whole fight.
One question: is any of those clues tied to the Vastani by any chance?
None of them are directly tied to a Vistani as far as you can tell. None of them sound... The closest thing is the guy who comes in a carnival wagon. That might be a Vistani. But I guess you'll have to keep an eye out for a carnival wagon.
The rest of the clues, we don't know anything about them.
You haven't learned much yet. Yeah, they just left the basically starter village. There's a dungeon in the starter village that they took the time to go through, and they've come out, and now they're going. So the other group, they didn't do anything in the starter town. They just like left, so they're way further in the game, but they missed out on a lot of experience and stuff. So.
All right.
I have a children's books with deities.
Our group
I have a children's book with 3 different deities in it.
Yeah.
But...
which I don't know how to find it, but I'm going to.
I forgot.
I just don't know how
Am
many
I
of
still
us have
possessed?
actually went through.
Rose?
You are no longer
first
possessed by
chapter
the
of
spirit of Rose. No. All right, but do we have
Okay.
any more clarifying questions before we can move on? Because we got limited
None.
time tonight. Okay. Cool.
Just one quick question is like, how many you went through the first chapter, like the mansion, and how many have seen go through the mansion?
I did.
Just in general ideas, like what we know and what we don't know.
All right. So Garland was in the mansion.
I actually joined at the end, so I went through the last like 10 minutes of the mansion, but
yes. Garland, Senpai, Jin, you, I think, were the ones that went through the mansion. Sister Sakuram was not there for the mansion.
no,
Arwen, I don't believe, was there for the mansion. Everybody else was.
all right, and we have how many
Oh my
players?
God.
And you have 6 players.
6 players. Okay.
Only 6
That's-
people in the party, so it's 6 players.
Essentially, the only people who haven't been through the mansions are the ones that are level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone else is everyone else
Yeah,
that
because I
finished
went.
the mansion is level 3.
That's right, because I went through level 1 to 3 instantly because I was at the end. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
I just
So
want to keep track of who's who.
you have been traveling
Okay.
along the road. You found this corpse, and you're back on your cart. And you're gonna get back on the road.
I'm gonna say, we might want to take a quick. I'm noticing that it might be easier to go through where the Vistani are, just pass through instead of having to fight with a winding road. Does
Okay,
that agree with
so
everyone?
the way through the Vistani goes to the base of the cliff. That's the low road. The solid line goes to the top of the cliff and the bridge. So the Vistani thing will take you down to the river, but you need to go over the river, and the bridge is on top of a cliff.
Go up the high road.
Cool.
I'll take the high road.
We gotta go the
You'll
high road.
take the low road.
So we need to take
Alright.
the high road.
So once
And we
you
take the high road.
we'll stop right here as you guys reach this crossroads. As you reach the crossroads, you see an old wooden gallows creaking in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, the Tser Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, and that's the way that you took to go see the Vistani. While the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. And when you get here...
I say a quick prayer to Moradin and say, let's go.
May Morning Lord protect us and Ilmater guide us.
May death come to me.
I come to you maybe, but not to me. I have duties here.
God.
I say we keep riding.
All right.
Goat doesn't like it. No, ram.
What do you say about grapes?
There's a small cemetery that's covered in fog.
It's not a
right beside the
cemetery.
hanging gallows.
It's just
as you all are passing by the cemetery, and you're heading up the high road, I'd like everyone to make perception checks, please.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
That is a nat 20.
Oy.
13,
22.
14, 15,
I got
16.
a 5.
I'm gonna find my
17.
Perception.
Oh, I got a nat 20 plus 3.
Hell yeah,
Nice.
20 gang.
All right. Everyone who rolled above a 15, as you're passing by the graveyard, you notice a bundle, sort of like wrapped and tucked into some like brush, besides one of the graves.
Oh, I'm hopping down and I'm gonna go and see what that is.
I will also go with her.
Spooky cemeteries.
Spooky cemetery time. Yeah, Sister Sucklem is hopping down, hiking her, keeping her skirt up but hiding her feet as she just goes and kneels by to check the package. What are you?
Yes, as you
Yeah,
reach
so you
down,
Misty step
you
and
grab
can
this
get in front of
bundle.
everybody.
You grab this bundle and you pull it out of the brush. And as you dust it off and unwrap it, you see it's a leather wrapping that contains inside of it a set of commoner's clothes sized for a human adult.
Interesting.
You also see that there's a little bag with a couple rations in it, and there is a dagger.
It is more than likely a hunter's area. I know some hunters from my town used to leave their gear hidden in different areas to where if they lost anything. It's probably best that we leave it here for them.
Does the dagger has any symbol or logo?
They are a drab, just like Barovian commoner's clothing. There's nothing exemplary or interesting about them.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up and carefully tuck it back where it was and make sure that everything's in a neat pile.
All right.
Best to
I
just
would-
leave it.
I wish to use my divine sense to see if there's good, evil, or fiends or undead close by.
I'm a stressful.
You cast your divine sense, and you don't smell anything gross nearby.
All right.
I mean, you would see an infernal being by you, but
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. So yes, there is a scent, or there is the smell of is that fiend or is infernal the
it
type?
would be fiend. It would be fiend.
Okay, yeah, you get the scent of a fiendish being nearby, the sort of like sulfury smell that would suggest something from the Nine Hells or related to the Nine Hells.
Your character smells like sulfur.
I don't smell like sulfur. That's just the way that the race smells, but my character doesn't smell like sulfur. Thank you very much.
Oh, what's that smell?
At this point,
I do
I'm
not
just
smell
like,
like sulfur.
is there a hot spring nearby? Is there a natural hot spring nearby?
Sour
I'm gonna
salty
tilt
can
my
be
head.
pretty hot at times.
I'm gonna tilt my head. Oh, what are you talking about? I don't smell anything.
Let's be on our way, guys.
Of
I'm still
what?
referencing the book as we
What's
travel
in-
to see if anything looks significant to the children's book.
Was in one of the prophecies related to a cemetery?
It mentioned a hall of bones. There was like a chandelier of bones, a table of bones. This doesn't appear to be that.
All right. Fair enough.
And a pit of bones.
All right, let's take the road.
Yep, let's.
And I'm still referencing my children's book as we travel, by the way, Dice Down.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
talking with Irina, just like a little embroidery kit out as I'm just embroidering my habit. So, but anything that you can tell us about Lucky?
So should we follow the trail to the north or to the west?
You follow the road to the southwest for now, and it's going to curve up into the mountains.
Well, this question is like the dotted line. That's north.
We're not going to the dotted line.
Yeah, the dotted line is the
under
low
the
road.
bridge.
Yes.
Or we're going southwest. Southwest. Okay.
Yes.
Northeast, southwest. Yeah.
As we're passing by the gallows, I am gonna send a soft prayer to Ilmater. Just carefully watching those gallows. Those don't seem cool. I don't like them.
There's sort of like a weird thing in Barovia where you send up prayers, and if you're real close to your deity and you're used to feeling their presence, you always feel like one level removed from their presence. But you send up your words, and you hope that they're reaching your god.
I have faith.
Escman just can't give her a sigh, like a shake of his head. Is like, you people and your gods. He's just like, again gives you an idea. It's like Escman doesn't believe in the god at all. And
I'm like, hold her.
Except
She
when
holds
he was
her
getting healed.
symbols.
Except when he's getting
Escman
healed.
believes very few in the gods and less in people who believe in the god.
I understand that you may have some trepidations about your deities, but just because I have a stronger faith to those who have literally saved my life doesn't mean that you can mock my faith.
No, I don't say anything. I just can't give the ideas like this is my general idea.
Okay.
It's like I don't believe in the gods, but I don't actually go out of my way to say it's like
Elliot's like,
your faith is.
Excuse me, excuse me, sister. Excuse me. We should get going. No need for these arguments.
Oh, and she's already standing by the cart.
Oh, they're sitting on the cart. Oh, I thought y'all were in the
No, I'm
cart.
just saying, I
'Cause
don't
I'm
say
riding my
anything.
goat.
I
No,
don't
Oh
say
no,
anything
Sister
got out
Clem
to
is
go get
walking
a
by.
their
package.
beliefs. I just give the general ideas. Like, I just don't believe in whatever their ideas would be.
Now, my half-orc brother play nice.
No, I don't say anything to anybody. I just
He
say
does
things.
say
So
anything.
as this like
Which is-
wonderful conversation is happening, and you guys are like, you almost forget that you're like in this horrible forest, or you're nearing this. This will be about up here. You've re-entered into the woods, and you're just sort of like keeping this conversation, trying to keep things from just being silent and scary in the dark.
Yeah, but I don't give general ideas like my
I remember these
religious
woods.
beliefs.
And
I think we passed by these woods one
Okay,
time.
okay. Time out.
Yeah, okay.
We've been through these woods. We need to keep a watch for the wolves and
course.
stuff. We came through these woods in the middle of the night to make it to Madame Eva's camp.
All right, enough banter. We don't need a sneak attack happening.
It is also midday.
Right.
Wolves are nocturnal, but I do agree.
We need to
keep
sit
a
there and keep watch.
Can everybody tell me their passive perceptions, please?
Oh God, that's not good.
12.
12.
13.
14. Wait, passive perception. Where's my
14.
perception? 12.
Cool.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah,
So-
Azkaban is 12. I'm just gonna type it in.
All right. So, you guys continue. You're just sort of talking and chatting amongst yourselves about like your faiths and your gods, and if they do or do not exist, and if they do exist, who they really are. And
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I don't say anything. I just
All
give
right.
the general ideas.
We're just
like,
kind of talking.
You're just kind of
Consider
talking.
it
You're
very
just kind of talking.
insightful.
It's fine.
Just some
We're
just
moving
some friendly
on.
banter.
I'm just trying to describe to move on to the next thing. So, friendly banter about religion ensues, and as you guys are going along the road, you don't see anything and can continue moving your piece. Go ahead and move it 4 more spaces.
If I'm correct, that is 4, yes.
I believe so. I'm not sure. I'm
Okay.
trusting you guys to move your piece.
Yep, right here. 4. We're good. Right here. Yep. It was just the 4 goes around the corner.
Just kind of
Goes around the curve.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not-
Go ahead and move
I'm
your
defending-
guys.
I'm defensive enough for the rest of the group, so
8 more pieces, or 8 more spaces.
8 more
And that is how far you get by nightfall.
Okay, so
Very
we're right by we're right by Sir Falls.
Almost across the bridge.
Almost to the bridge.
All right. Yeah.
And
Almost
yes,
to the bridge.
night has fallen, and if I understand correctly, you guys are taking shifts to travel through the night.
Yep.
I'll take the first one. I'll sleep for 4 hours and take the last one.
How many of
I have
us
the-
are in
I
the
have
game tonight?
Meditation.
There are 6. We should have 3 shifts of 2 each.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do both two shifts. I actually think about it.
All right, who is
No,
driving the
it's-
cart?
Am I the only elf?
It's better
I'm
to
driving the cart.
Split up.
All right,
sure
I
Gargoyles
need
on a ram.
I need whoever is driving the cart to make a survival check.
On it.
Nighttime.
Spooky times.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. So, you guys can go ahead and determine who's sleeping or whatever, but I'm assuming you might want to wake somebody up for this, but as you are heading up, as the road inclines up sharply, sort of in the open field, heading towards the bridge, you, Sister Sakram, spot a wolf trap. Its steel jaws caked with rust. Someone has carefully hidden the trap under a thin layer of pine needles and leaves.
Whoa! I'm gonna stop the horse. Can somebody get up, please?
Sure,
Hello?
I'm up. What do you want from me?
There's a wolf trap. It's hidden right
I'm riding
there.
my ram right next to you.
It's like right in the middle of the road.
It's in the middle of the road. It could have.
You just
hit
need to
the
slide
horse
it.
or your
Thieves
ram.
tools, right? To disarm it.
Why not just grab a stick and just stab it?
Mac and cheese too.
I'm right
You don't have to feed it to
here. That's what I was gonna say. I grab a rock and I toss it on top of the trap, staying a few feet away on my ram.
Sure. As you do, the thing hits and the trap snaps. It's sort of like you see sort of like creaks rustily as the thing triggers.
So
Yeah,
I just realized this. How many people have vehicle land?
I have vehicle land proficiency.
I was just curious.
Basically, vehicle land means you can operate like wagons and all that.
Yeah, I don't make anybody, as long as like you don't have something weird with your character. I feel like anybody can drive the cart as long as it's like a regular farm cart. But yeah, if it's like
Sister Clam's gonna get
general,
rest
it's
soon,
like-
so someone has to take over the cart.
In general, it's
Blue.
like the guy who writes what was that movie with Charles Heston? With the carts.
It was just a generic question.
I'm just saying that is that's kind of what it is. It's like you know how to drive a chariot.
All right. I am posting the link to this trap if you guys would like to take it with you since it's already been triggered. But it's a hunting trap. If you use your action to set it, this trap forms a sawtooth steel ring that snaps shut when a creature steps on the pressure plate in the center. It's affixed by a heavy chain to an immobile object such as a tree or a spike driven into the ground. A creature that steps on the plate must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d4 piercing damage and lose their movement. Like they stop moving. Afterwards, until the creature breaks free of the trap, its movement is limited by the length of the chain.
It's a basic animal trap.
Yes.
Here. And she'll hold her hand out holding her backpack. I can carry it for us for now.
Is oil a thing? Can we oil?
It's pretty rusty. It looks like it's been here for a while. If somebody has oil, you could definitely oil it. And when you pick it up, it's quite hefty. It weighs about 25 pounds.
Well, is somebody caught in it or not?
No. We
No,
just
Garland
set it off.
Garland triggered it.
I get off my ram, and I sit there. I get off my ram because all the sleepy people are in the cart, and I pull it up and I toss it in the back of the cart with the sleepy people. That way we can continue.
But did somebody step on it, or they just?
No, I
found it and triggered it.
Okay, that's the question. That's how traps work. You kind of like pressure plate.
Yep, we threw a rock on it and it hit it.
I'm just saying nobody stepped on it. That's the question.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
No one stepped on it.
Nobody stepped on it.
Our perception picked it up.
And we got a rock and we threw it, and we believe we're still on our way.
Yes. So, yes, you have moved it out of the way. Garland has put it in the back of the cart, and you all continue along your way.
How many spaces would you like me to move?
I will cross the bridge first, watching for traps.
All right, just
Watch your step. We're right by a waterfall.
A dwarf and the goat just fall down the waterfall.
Or they could slip on the rocks. It's a 1,000-foot drop, remember?
We'll cross the bridge.
All right, so you follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain, and it ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. You can see the glow in the fog of a couple of campfires of the Vistani's encampment at the base of the waterfall. And you are all standing on one side of the bridge. Would you like to cross?
Yep.
Sister Sakram is just gonna go.
I
All right.
look at the gargoyles. That's what I'm saying. That Garland will go across, look for traps, but I say to the gargoyles, please let us pass. We mean y'all no harm. And I take
I cross the bridge.
ram and we ride across.
All right.
Well, you're in a cart.
So
He's on a ram. We have a cart and apparently a ram.
Oh, that's
I can walk.
Okay, the ram is Garland's mount. Okay, so yes, you begin to cross the
Wouldn't ram be a
bridge.
goat?
Of course.
The stone is mossy and wet from the spray of the waterfall, and it is slick. It is like treacherously slick. You're worried that like one strong gust might send you careening off.
I let
One
him know
question.
that the bridge
One,
is slick, but it should be all right. Just be careful and proceed with caution.
one
All right,
question. Can I use my divine sense to see if there's evil in the gargoyles? If I don't know if they are statues or creatures, but if they
Well,
are
you
creatures,
can use it to smell if there's something nearby. You can go ahead and burn your use. Is it a limited number of uses per day, or is it just a whenever?
4 times per day.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just burn your use. You sniff the air, and again, you just get the sort of faint smell of sulfur, emanating from Sister Sakram.
All right.
Uh,
Not, nothing in the gargoyles.
Man, those
Maybe
wolves are getting
either
loud
a
on the background
perception-
track. Sorry, everybody in the Twitch chat. I got some ambient noise going, and the wolves and the ambient noise just got loud. Oh my goodness.
I didn't hear the music. What? There's some soundtrack.
It's for the Twitch.
I would like to do either a perception or investigation check. Whichever you
On the
prefer.
gargoyles?
Elliot's just walking across the
No,
bridge.
the bridge itself. The bridge itself is like the sturdiness of the bridge.
The
We've
bridge.
already been told it's
yeah.
very treacherous, but we can cross safely if we're careful.
Yeah.
Are we
No, but I
are we
want-
going to roll anything for that for the bridge?
I realize it's treacherous, but I kind of want to do more of like treacherous because it's falling about to break on us, or
No,
treacherous
it's
because
not falling about to
been
break.
trapped?
It's just
I literally.
slick. There's like water from the waterfall and moss that make it slippery.
Okay.
Just watch your step and we'll be fine.
All right, so you all slowly and carefully move across the bridge, and you get to the other side without issue, as long as you guys aren't trying to move quickly.
Nope. I'm just going to keep the horses at a very steady, slow pace until we get across.
All right.
Nice job, everyone.
And
It's
you
just-
safely reach the other side of the bridge.
Arwen
I
will
point to
will go back to
the
sleep.
castle there, and I say, "There,
Yeah.
there's where the monster lives."
All
Well-
right. Cool.
Yeah, we
Yes.
we are going right past the castle, aren't we?
You guys travel pretty close to the castle. So topographically, like, I guess you would be able. I don't need that. Yeah, you'd be able to see it. You can see sort of looming across the. Well, it's also very misty, so you can kind of like occasionally see glimpses of it. But the road takes you back away from it. This is about the closest you're gonna get for a bit. So you continue down the road, and go like that far. Who is awake currently?
Your Sakram is still awake.
Elliot will be awake too because I only need 4 hours.
My character went to sleep after the bridge crossed, so he's sleeping. Arwen is sleeping.
Were we sleeping in the cart as it drove? Kind of.
The cart is only big enough to hold 2 people, so it's 2 people rest. One person stays up front and holds the reins, and then everybody else has to walk.
Well,
Is that how big the cart is?
Yeah.
If I can sleep, I'll sleep. I'm lazy, kind of like that.
I guess I'll be sleeping right next to him.
Okay. All right. So as you all are
Am I the
walking,
only elf in the party?
I believe so, yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Elves don't
Continue.
sleep. You don't need to meditate.
Yep,
all right.
and he's
Arwen, your
meditate.
character is awake, correct?
Okay, sure.
Were you? I was asking. I couldn't tell whose voices were whose. Were you one of the sleeping ones, or are you awake?
Oh, I said I went to sleep after
Right.
we crossed the bridge.
Garland
there.
is awake, And
Okay. I meant Arwen, not Garland, but cool. Jin, you're awake?
Um, yeah, I'll let Escoban sleep. I'll be awake too.
Okay.
Yeah, Eskin will sleep. If he gets a chance, he'll sleep. It's one of few pleasures in his life.
As you all
Jin's
are
not too
walking
tired.
along, you, Jin, suddenly hear a voice whisper in your ear.
Oh, okay.
A voice whispers in your ear, "No one will ever know that you died here."
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
All right.
Ooh.
Come on, baby.
Me too, or no?
Nope.
15.
Just Jin.
Just Jin.
All right.
You suddenly feel like something try to invade your mind. Like you feel something probe into your like physical being. And you like steel yourself against it and you like manage to shake it off. And as you do, a baleful apparition appears in front of you.
All right.
Its eyes hollow and dark with anger. It immediately attacks. So we need to roll initiative.
Eat.
Okay.
Yeah, I misinterpreted what you said at first, and I was like, wait a minute, my character's dead, and I died here.
No,
This is-
no.
Yep. You dead.
Completely.
I was like, I'm a
19.
ghost.
Sister Sakuran's at a 19.
Elliot's initiative's at a 22.
All right, just a second. I will get everybody's stuff.
Oh, I guess I was so spooked by this apparition appearing in front of me. I agree.
Oh,
Huh?
Yeah, I guess I was.
was already
Oh,
up. Elliot.
you got a 3?
yeah, I guess Jen was just like, holy shit.
Oh my
Got
goodness.
spooked. Rolled a 3. Wasn't prepared for it.
That boo.
All right, Arwen, what did you get?
16.
All right, Elliot, what did you get?
22.
Escoban.
9.
Garland.
9-0.
6.
Jin.
Damn. I rolled a 3.
And Sister Sakram.
19.
All right.
Damn.
And
Can I make a reaction to him jumping and being spooked?
on your turn you can do something. Unless you have something that says as a reaction on someone else's turn you can do blah blah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
All right,
I just
so
wanted to cast Bless on him.
on
Since he
your
just
on your
got spooked
turn
by
you can
something,
cast
I figured
Bless.
calm him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going less, so you
Okay.
guys have your
All
fun.
right, so Elliot is first in the initiative order. You hear like a spectral apparition hiss and attack. And as you all turn around, you see that Jin is fighting off some sort of spirit.
Oh yeah, this thing's gonna. Well, all right.
Okay. Let me see what I want to do here. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and how close am I to this person? He's like, did we cross the bridge? And then it's basically after we cross the bridge, get by the Ravenloft Manor that it popped up, or what?
You are like a half mile away from the bridge. It's been a little bit since you crossed. This is just sort of
Okay.
like as you're walking in the dark.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, then I'll go ahead and I'll walk up to this thing and I'll go ahead and use a bonus action to do Arms of Astral Self. They're gonna have to make a key point. Spin it. DC 12 deck save. or take 2d4 force damage?
It made its dex save.
Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Pretty slippery ghost.
I'll go ahead and just hit it then, I guess.
All right.
Well, I'm glad we got Garland
13?
here. It's just
15?
13.
13. 13
I rolled
hits.
low. Yeah. Okay. I'll roll my damage then.
Oh, they're pretty. That sucks. That's actually a really pretty ghost.
So that's gonna be it's gonna be 4 damage, force damage, because when I astral self, my hits are force damage. So.
All right, cool.
So I don't know if force damage is considered magic damage or not. I don't even know.
I don't think it is, but I don't know. Maybe, probably because it's from. Let me check.
I'm unsure. I'm just making sure because it is aberration, so I know to do decent damage to it, you're gonna need some form of magic to it.
Let me double check. Horse is pure magical energy focused into damaging form. Okay, so it's magic.
That's my turn. Nothing too spectacular this time. I used my bonus action astral self, so I'm done.
Oh, were you able to get a hit in? I'm just double checking.
Yeah, 4 damage.
Nice.
Force damage.
Okay.
There's a man in his underpants walking around in my parking lot in my apartment. Sorry.
Oh my.
Continue.
Interesting.
I didn't mean. I thought I was like muting myself, but also just like thinking like instinctively out in my mind. Go ahead and continue.
All right,
scandalous.
Sister Sakren, it is your turn.
I would like to do Toll the Dead.
All right.
So for Toll the Dead, please make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
The ghost made a wisdom save.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And at that,
No.
I am just going to
Smart ass ghost.
shoot at her with my crossbow.
Yes, go ahead. Oh wait, it takes
no,
your
I
full
can't do that.
action. Yeah, it takes
Yeah,
your full
that's my
action
full
to Toll the
action,
Dead.
though. I can't do that.
Not a bonus action. Cool. So you point at the creature and you hear the sounds of bells filling the air, but it appears unaffected. As it is single-minded in its determination to take Jin.
Morning.
Oh,
Damn it.
don't let this thing kill me. I have a bad feeling about
Wait, I
if
think
this
I
thing
have a
kills me.
bonus action that I might be able to use.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Shield of Faith on him. So, Jin, congratulations. You now have Shield of Faith. I'm gonna give you a bonus +2 to your AC.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I now have. Yes, I have that AC.
You guys all remembered to, like, put on your armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making
What
sure.
armor? Ella just looks like what armor?
In the chat, people are saying that you need Danny Phantom, but that's sort of having that mage armor, or the spectral armor cast on you is sort of like going ghost in Danny Phantom.
Yeah. The spectral armor is like a nice golden green.
I'm going ghost.
You're going ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mage armor.
Oh, that's my egg.
Okay, cool. So Jin, you now have that. +2 to your AC. And the creature.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
Sweet.
Yeah. I know, clerics are great, aren't they?
Why are you sipping over aberration, Bunny?
Let me simp over the pretty ghost woman. She's pretty.
I don't think I'm gonna do much to this ghost when it becomes my turn.
Punch it.
Would a punch even do anything? Every time I fight an apparition, I just assume that none of my attacks would do anything because it's a ghost.
Okay, so it
But
is
the
going
higher
to
levels
reach
will.
out and touch Jin.
Oh God.
It's gonna give you this. It's gonna give you the sparkly
I feel like
fingers.
this thing's gonna possess me or something.
All right, does a dirty 20 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. The creature reaches out and just like caresses you with its spectral hand. And as it does, you take 4d6 necrotic.
I take
1
what?
sec. 1 sec.
4d6.
Oh, thank
actually,
you.
1 sec.
You have a
Before
thing?
you do that, Escoban. I'm sorry, I'm so new to using this character class. I will activate my
4d6.
ability as a psionic warrior at 4th level.
Are you level 4?
Your Escoban's level 3.
No,
How?
third level. I'm sorry, 3rd level.
Okay.
It's I have 4 psionic energy dice. Sorry, I misread that. Just give me a sec. I just gotta reread that. So when he was taking that damage, I activated my protective field, which is a reaction.
Okay, and what does it do?
Sorry, just give me a second.
If you want to just link it, I can read it myself.
When you said 4d6, I thought you said 46 necrotic
yeah.
damage. I
Nope,
was
not quite that high.
like, that thing just one-shotted
So,
me.
I have 4d6s of this ability.
Protective field, the Psy Warrior.
Yeah, the Psionic Warrior. It's a whole new thing. That's the reason.
Protective field. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to expend 1 psionic energy die, roll the die, and reduce the damage taken by the number rolled plus
So
your intelligence modifier.
Yeah,
as you
okay.
create a momentary shield.
Cool, so I will roll the damage, and you can reduce it by 1d6 plus your modifier.
Alright, sweet.
Sorry, I did that wrong.
Alright, so you take a total of...
No, that's wrong. It's my intelligence is +2 and a d6.
Alright, so you take a total of 20 damage, and...
5. No, he negates 5 damage.
And then it gets reduced by 5, so you take 15 damage. It's necrotic. As this thing touches you, and you feel just, like, cold grossness, like, go through your veins.
I'm just so
it's not
grossed
much
out
that.
by it.
No, it's not that. It's like the third mind in my eye opens up. It creates a halo amongst my head. And as I activate this ability, it creates a force field that negates whatever damage was done to it.
Negates 5 of it, which I reduced it by.
Yeah, I'm just saying, describing how it works.
Okay,
That's the
cool.
way the ability works.
So awesome. Next in the initiative order is Arwen.
Is Arwen awakened by all this noise?
Go ahead and give me a Constitution check.
I did scream, so...
You can do it with advantage, because she screamed.
Is there a way to throw advantage with this sheet, or just throw twice?
Are you on D&D Beyond?
Excuse me?
Are you on the website D&D Beyond?
Yes.
If you right-click, there should be an advantage and disadvantage thing. If you're on phone, I think you have to hold it down.
I'm on the computer, but...
Worst case, you can just roll it twice. But if you can't figure it out. But, yeah.
Yeah, if you right-click on... If you're on the computer, right-click what you need to. And then it'll ask advantage, disadvantage, or just a plain roll. Instead of clicking on the number that you would.
It didn't really work, but I rolled 15 and a 13.
So you got a
Okay.
15.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. With all that, with all the figuring out about numbers there, I forgot what you were rolling for. What were you rolling? Did I tell you to Constitution? That's right. And it's to wake up. That's what it was. I totally forgot what you were rolling for a second. Yeah. You got above a 10, so you wake up.
All right. So I walked. I hear all this screaming, and
Yes.
I take my sword, and I see this creature. So I cast Booming Blade on it.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Do I roll an attack roll, or is there a way to click the ability?
You should be able to click the ability to have it roll for you.
Let me see. Actions.
Is it a spell you're trying to do?
It's Booming Blade. You brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature. So you're just making an attack roll then.
Okay.
And you have to get within 5 feet of it, but you're right by the cart, so you just hop off the cart. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack's normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then, they take an extra 1d8 thunder damage and the spell ends.
Let me see if it works. Okay. I'm not sure how to roll the 20 here. I click the word rapier and
So you don't click the word, you click the number to the right of the word. Wherever it says whatever your plus is to your roll, that's the actual thing you click.
okay. It rolled a 16.
All right, a 16 hits.
Okay, and the damage, it was 10.
All right, cool. And if it moves more than 5 feet, it will take an extra 1d8 thunder damage.
All right. That will end my turn.
And so we will go to Escavan.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, it's my turn. So Escavan. Which creature is my closest target?
There is only one ghost.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
So my closest target, I would attack on my greatsword.
All right, cool. Yeah, you hop over there and swing your greatsword.
My green. I figured.
Here, I put an
Alright.
apparition on the thing to where you could see.
Yeah, no, I have a second screen, but I should get this installed on my computer. It's greatsword. I'm sorry, I'm not used to using D & Beyond as a player. I'm used to using
It's
it as
the
a DM.
easiest mechanic to use.
It is easy, but I gotta figure out where I gotta choose. So plus 5. So 16.
A 16 hits.
All right. Plus 2d6 plus 3 for a total of 15 damage.
All right, and what type of damage is that?
Slashing, I assume.
Slashing? Okay, yeah, greatsword. Okay, cool.
I don't have any well, I do have a ability I can use, but I'm not gonna waste it now. So yeah, that's as much damage as I'm gonna do.
All right, cool. Garland, it is your turn.
It.
Kind of broke up a little there, Garland.
I cast. I sit there and I look back and I see Jen getting attacked by this ghost.
All
and I
right.
cast Sacred Flame. So
All right.
it
Cool.
needs to make a dexterity save.
It got a 9.
It failed. It needed to make a 12. So it's going to take 2 plus 2, 4 radiant damage from Sacred Flame. And then for my bonus, was he hurt?
Jin
Yes,
got rocked.
Yeah, this thing, yeah.
Okay. All right. And then I will sit there and for a bonus action cast Healing Word. Oh, Jen. He only got 4 points of healing. No, 5 points.
Oh, okay.
Still something.
That's all I can give you.
It's all right. I'm about half HP now.
Cool. And it is your turn, so go ahead and make this ghost pay.
If I can hit it. Okay. Man, I don't really. I guess I will 2-weapon fight. Is 2-weapon fighting a bonus action? I think it is, yeah. I use a bonus action, 2-weapon fighting, so I can attack with both of my hand axes. So I will try to strike this thing with my hand axe. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, an 8.
It is still a bonus action, but you add your modifier to both attacks.
No, to one attack. Does an 8 hit?
2-weapon fighting allows you to add a modifier twice.
It actually, you don't get to add your modifier to your offhand attack.
Yeah, the offhand I don't think gets the bonus.
No, if 2-weapon fighting is the whole point of 2-weapon fighting, it gives you the modifier to your second attack. It's still a bonus action, but you get the modifier compared to not having 2-weapon attack.
Okay, all right. Wait, does an 8 hit?
An 8 does not hit.
Okay, I'll roll the second hand axe then. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay, I'll roll the damage. And I got a 9. Slashing.
Alright, just to be clear, 2-weapon fighting. When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative. If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it. If you don't have 2-weapon fighting, you cannot make a second attack.
Yeah, so I used the bonus action 2-weapon fighting,
Yes,
and then I
okay.
attacked with
I was
both
just
hand axes.
reading that out for clarification's sake, so we don't end up putting the wrong rules out on the stream.
Yeah. So
All right,
I
cool.
did 9 slashing.
Cool. 9 slashing.
I hope that even did something.
It did some. You swipe your sword, and it whooshes right through the thing, and it visibly ripples.
Okay. All right.
And then we will go back up to the top of the initiative order, and it is Elliot's turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and just move on to I'm gonna try to hit it. Why not?
All right.
Look at my character. I have like several things open right now. So, okay, there it is. Okay, so go ahead and roll for the hit. I rolled a D8. That is not the right dice to hit. It's going to be a 19. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Okay. And this will go ahead and plus 3. Okay. Roll for damage. It's 5 points of damage, and then I'll go ahead and Fury of Blows with one of my key points of the bonus section.
Cool. Go for it.
I'm a Fury of Blow. And you have to hit. You have to roll to hit each Fury of Blow. It's my first time playing a monk. I'm just trying to. I'm reading it right now. Give me I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I have to hit. I have to roll to hit still.
Yeah, you you roll to hit, and then you get to choose a DC Dex or a DC Strength saving throw.
Yeah, right now that's what my Astro are. I'm using my Dex modifier, but it's going to be a 17.
A 17 hits. Or was that damage? No, that's
damage.
Okay, yeah.
That's not damage. I don't know. I can't do 17 damage. If you find a way, Dice Dad, let me know, man. That's another 5 points of damage. Then I get 2 unarmed strike, which is kind of cool. So I get another one. That one's going to go ahead and crit.
Hey, there we go.
So,
Nice.
So, and this is all force damage. So,
excellent.
Double the damage you do, so that's going to be max damage. So it's going to be 7.
Max damage.
7, and then it's going to be doubled, so it's 18, right?
Excellent.
Sounds right to me.
17 plus 17 is actually not 18, is it? I don't do math, I guess.
What? 17 plus 7? Oh, 17 doubled?
It's 17 plus 7.
17 plus 7.
7 plus... No, it's 7 plus... Sorry. I'm so confused. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14 damage, that's it.
14
That's with the double damage.
All right.
Goodness.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. Numbers.
Numbers, Mark, what do they mean?
Alright, so you just like punch the crap out of this ghost.
Punch that ghost.
So it's gonna be this.
Who are you gonna call the monk?
Honestly.
And it's all force.
Oh, it's all force?
It's all force damage because that's what my Astral Arms does. All my damage I do is indicate as force damage.
Okay, yeah. That's right. Alright, this ghost isn't looking too hot.
Oh, thank God.
That's my turn. I'm sorry I couldn't do math for a minute. Okay, go ahead and continue. I'm done.
Sister Sakram's turn.
Would you mind? I'm gonna do Toll the Dead again. Would you be able to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
That is an 11.
That is a fail.
Alright.
Woo!
That means that I get to use my D12 now. Because it's missing health points. And that is the full 12 for necrotic damage.
It's necrotic damage?
It is necrotic damage.
Ooh.
It's spicy. I was thinking, Sacred Flame or Toll the Dead? She likes spells more.
As
I
you
wanted
cast
Sacred
your
Flame for the
spell
Radiant.
and you point
Toll the Dead.
and you hear the spell toll, the ghost sneers at you and laughs. It's unaffected.
Yeah, I figured.
Makes sense.
Bonus action, I'm gonna throw my dagger at it.
Alright.
How dare you laugh at me?
Oh no, she's like, eh. Oh, I did not mean to roll on that. Eeh. I mean, it's a 16 anyway, so. 16.
That hits. Is throwing that so technically would that be would you need 2-weapon fighting to throw your dagger as a bonus action, or can anyone just throw their dagger as a bonus action?
It's anything. Anyone can throw it, I believe.
Yeah, anybody can
The
throw
thing-
it. As long
Yeah,
as the weapon
2-weapon
has a
fighting.
range, you can throw it as an action.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, because I've also got my mace with me. So I've got my mace and my dagger equipped.
No,
Well,
I think that's
even
think that's
after
the second.
casting,
Yeah,
even
I don't
after
think that
casting
you
a spell.
I don't think that you can cast a spell and then throw your dagger.
Okay,
Unless
that's
you
fine.
have a special ability that allows you to
Like 2-weapon
spell
fighting.
cantrips and.
Do you have 2-weapon
No,
fighting?
there's like
I do have 2-weapon
Eldritch
fighting.
Knights. But
But 2-weapon fighting also
2-weapon fighting
specifies
is-
that when you make an attack with your weapon.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's like
Okay.
Eldritch
But I guess
Knights.
that's my action.
You can throw a weapon. You can use a cantrip.
It is
There's
now
there's no need to beat the dead horse.
the ghost's
Yep,
turn.
I shall reread upon it.
All right, it is the ghost turn. Let's see if its thing recharges. It does not. All right. You see that the ghost begins to like ripple and then fades till it's almost invisible. You can sort of perceive it there, but it's almost like an outline now. And it moves away from Jin, and it moves right behind Sister Sakram.
Oh God.
Can I use
Turn
the booming blade extra damage?
Cleric.
The booming blade goes off, but it does not take any damage. You see that this thing has gone ethereal, and then it's no longer in this plane. Your booming blade is still on this plane. The ghost is not.
Got it.
And it ends its turn like that. So it is now Arwen's turn.
Do I still see the creature, or is it still
You can kind of like you can still see it, but it's very hard to perceive. It looks like it's like faded away almost. Just barely
Okay.
here.
Can I save my action? Can I ready my action until I see it on the material plane?
Yes, you can ready an action for in case it comes back.
Okay, I'll hit it if I see it back.
All right, cool. Then we will move to Escavan.
All right. So what's my closest creature?
It's just the ghost is the only thing you're fighting, and it has like gone ethereal.
Yep. All right. So I will attempt to use. All right. I'll attempt to take an attack at it with my greatsword.
Ow.
What was you said? You swing with your greatsword.
Yep. I'm gonna attempt to attack with my greatsword.
All right, go ahead and make the attack roll.
So 21.
All right, your sword whooshes through the air where the creature is, but it doesn't. You don't feel any resistance.
Well, when I attack it, I will attempt to use my one of my sonic abilities.
Sure.
Sonic Power, Sonic Strike.
And what does that do?
It's going to do an extra d6 plus 2 force damage.
All right.
So four force damage.
Okay, so your blade glows brightly, but still whooshes through the air where the creature was, and it doesn't appear to be affected.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do.
All right. Cool. Make sure to burn your abilities or whatever. Like your.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Next is Garland.
Okay.
Actually.
How close is it
Did
to
I
me?
do any damage to it last turn?
Your sword
When
didn't
I
hit it.
attacked.
It's ethereal, so your sword went through it. It's not on the same plane as you anymore.
Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure I don't use my if I didn't do any damage.
Well, you still used your ability because you said you used it. You just didn't deal any damage with the
No,
ability.
but
it's
I
still
have
consumed.
Action Surge, which gives me an extra attack.
Okay, you
But
probably
my
don't want to
first
use
attack
that right
didn't
now.
do any damage, even including the Sonic Power. I wouldn't waste my Action Surge.
Yeah,
to do
probably
But
don't
you
wanna
already
waste
passed
that.
your turn. I'm so confused.
All right, cool. It's Garland's turn. So Garland, what are you doing?
do cleric things, Garland. I need some of that dwarven holy
He
water in
needs
my life
healing.
right now.
He needs healing.
I don't need healing. I just need some dwarven holy
All
water.
right. It's in the. How close am I to this ghost?
Everyone has sort of clustered
How close
around
is it
it.
to me?
It's probably like 10 feet away from you from where you're at now. It's moved away from Jin and is now like hovering over Sister Sakrem.
I moved to Sister Cyclone, and I mutter a prayer of a word of radiance, and needs to make a Constitution saving throw because this is going to be holy radiant damage.
All right. So as you cast your spell, you see like the spark of holy fire whoosh where this thing is, but again, this thing is not on your plane of existence. You're just seeing sort of like a reflection of it from the ethereal. So it's sort of there's nothing there for you to hit.
Is there anything we can do to this?
We can wait, or we can disengage and
I
run.
yeah. That's what I say. We disengage, make it come back.
You can do a ready action.
And Jen, how's your health?
22 out of 32.
Okay, then I'm not worried about you bleeding out. I toss you here. This'll heal you, but it'll kill you. Oh, yes, action I can do. I'm gonna screw with this thing. I'm gonna channel my divinity and turn this undead thing. I
It's
present
not
my
on the
holy
plane of
spirit.
existence.
Well, when I do this, he can't come nowhere near us, and we can keep moving. He has to stay 30 feet away from me.
I mean, that's true.
Good work.
Fair enough.
Yes. I want to present my holy symbol, speak as prayer centering, so I must make a wisdom saving throw of a 12.
All right, so I'll let you do that when it appears, because again, it's not really there to make the saving throw, but I'll let you put the spell up, and then whenever it does appear, then it can make the throw, okay? Because right now it's not there to do it.
And so we can just... So it must be weakened to be sent back. So we can just keep riding if it comes, and everybody stay next to the cart. That way we're 30 feet, and it cannot come nowhere near us if it comes back. It cannot come within 30 feet of me.
All right. That means that it is now Jin's turn.
I guess I'm just gonna disengage.
All right. Cool. So you take the disengage action, and then that's it?
Yep, I can't do anything.
All right. And the initiative order ends. Everyone with a held action can use it now or lose it, basically.
Okay. Does the creature appear on my side?
It still has not come out of the ethereal.
So there's nothing you can technically do about it unless you can pull it out of its own plane.
Yeah.
And then I cannot use my reserve action.
Cool. So yeah, they fizzle, and the next round of initiative starts. We have Elliot at the top.
I'm disengaging.
All right. And then are you all just like hopping on the cart and trying to drive away?
Yeah, it's doing its own thing, man.
It's gonna run from it.
Snaps those whips and says, "Either get on or I'm leaving you."
It's like hovering above the cart, like pointing at you, and then like pointing at the castle. And, like,
I point back at it.
Being scared.
It's like, no! It's like,
Sister
come
Sakura
back.
just looks at it and it's just like, if you want us to go there, get us an invitation then. And she's snapping those whips, and we're going.
All right.
Hey, no one's ever done this before. What are you doing?
Cool. So Elliot took disengage. Sister Sakrem is taking disengage as well and running over to the cart.
Oh, she's been on the cart. She has not moved from
You haven't
that
gotten
cart.
off the cart? Oh, okay. You're still on the cart.
I haven't gotten off the cart.
All right, cool. And so you whip the horses and they start to move. And now is the ghost's turn. Let's see if its possession recharges. Its possession recharges.
Oh, Jesus.
Where's it coming at?
It exits the ethereal and is going to
make a wisdom saving throw.
It got a 16.
Who's it possessing? Who's the unlucky soul?
Well, we're gonna find out. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Garland, it is going to turn to you and attempt to possess you. Alright, I need you to make a charisma saving throw, Garland.
What do I gotta do?
Charisma saving throw. Why is all the ghosts trying to get Garland? Like all the ghosts they're trying to get Garland.
I know, I'll keep getting possessed.
You're just unlucky.
Just won the dwarf.
What'd you get? You got a 12?
Yes.
All right. So you see the ghost point at Garland and like wail spectrally, and as it does, the ghost disappears. And Garland, you are now incapacitated and lose control of your body.
One question: when the creature was doing that, did I saw it materialize?
So, like I said, your held actions fizzle at the end of the turn order. So at the end of that turn order, they fizzle. This is a new turn order, so they're not there anymore.
I thought it was until my next turn.
I've always done it until the end of the turn order.
Because if it's not until my turn, I basically cannot ever hit with a reserve action.
Well, I mean, in this case, it was just ethereal, which is why a reserved action didn't work. You couldn't use it because it wasn't there to be hit. If it had been a different creature, your reserve action would have worked, and you would have been able to hit. So it's not that the reserve action didn't work. It's that this thing specifically was ethereal.
Are we fighting Garland now?
You see that Garland, Foam Tankard, turns towards those of you who aren't on the cart, and his eyes are now sunken and glowing like deep blue. And as he speaks, his voice has like an echo to it. And it says, "This being will not leave Barovia, and neither will any of you. You are all the playthings of our Dark Lord and Master."
Taste the sunlight, bitch.
I'm like, in all honesty, Miss Aberration. I understand that we're stuck here. Thanks for the pointer up. There's no way to leave Barovia once you're in Barovia.
All right. So that is the end of the ghost's turn, and it is now Escobar. Or no, it is now Arwen's turn.
I wish to hit with non-lethal damage.
Sure.
Just gonna tap him. You can hit with non-lethal damage?
Yes. You can choose to deal non-lethal damage.
Yes.
I didn't know you could do that.
Usually, as long as it's not spells or ammo.
Yes, you can't do like non-lethal fire damage. But if it's a physical weapon, you can totally do non-lethal.
So many soldiers have these arrows to the knee.
All right, Arwen. So what's your plan?
Okay, it's still not showing on my screen. Okay, 14 with the flat blade of the rapier.
To hit?
Yeah, to hit.
Garland, does a 14 hit you?
No, it. The
So no, yeah, that is not high enough to
Did
beat
you hear me?
Garland's AC. Yeah, we heard you.
hello.
We heard
Yeah,
you.
you're good.
All right, so yes, you take the flat of the rapier and try to like whap Garland upside the head. Garland raises a gauntleted fist and bats your rapier to the side.
Oh god,
Leave my friend the evil creature, and I end my turn.
And now it is Escavon's turn.
Ah,
People
damn
live.
it.
All right, so I can move an object. Creatures, an action. So I would attempt to use my action. I put my greatsword in my right hand towards my backside, as I lift my left hand up into the air, and I focus on my attention on the guy who's been possessed. As I attempt psionic power, telekinetic movement. So I attempt to lift him 30 feet into the air.
Appreciate.
All right.
Don't forget, this is still our friend. We don't want to kill him.
No, but I kind of want to pause him, like the whole, like put him at a pause while the rest of the group can stab and punch him.
Half of us are long gone on the cart. Those that are staying are staying.
Yeah, Sister Saklem is already out of there on
And
the cart
Elliot's
with
on his way out of
Irina.
here too.
Yeah, we're going. Like, it's time to leave. Disengage. Try to get out of there.
It's possessed Garland.
Well,
He'll
I
be
can
alright. But I
pause
think
him.
there's a starting
I
save.
can
But
force lift him into the air, and I can pause him 30
Okay.
feet in the air for my turn. That gives us a whole
But nobody can hit me
time
30
of
feet in the air.
movement to
That
get
is true.
away from him.
Okay, so what is the saving throw that Garland needs to make?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So be my intelligence modifier plus my dex. So 14.
And it's a dexterity, or like what type of saving throw is it that he needs to make?
I believe it's intelligence. It's alright, it's good. Like I said,
it
once
will
again,
stay
it's my
on your
first time
character.
playing this character, so I gotta figure it out. Intelligence is really my thing because that's my spell modifier.
But it should tell you what the creature's
Yeah, it would be my
saving throw
intelligence
is.
because that's
Yeah.
how the psionic works. It's intelligence modifiers.
Okay, so make an intelligence
So-
saving throw.
Yeah, 14 or better.
Okay.
Not me, you. You have to do the
Eight.
save
Yes.
against the spell.
18?
Yeah,
I
you
did.
succeed.
And
So
I rolled an 18.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part.
cool.
Sorry.
So you cast your spell, and Garland, again, like, he swats his hand to the side, and it glows with spectral light, and just, like, swats your spell down to the side.
Alright. And with that, I use my whatever I can get. Just my movement to jump in the cart.
All right.
The whole telekinesis ability requires an action. So
All
I
right, so
use whatever
you
I can, if available, to jump in the cart with the rest of the group.
Cool. So you run and jump into the cart as it's pulling
Yeah.
away. Next is Garland. So, just to be clear, Escavon is in the cart. Sister Sakram is in the cart. Jin, are you in the cart?
I disengaged, but I'm not going to be in the cart.
Okay. Elliot, are you in the cart?
Yes, I am.
All right. And Arwen, you weren't in the cart, right? You were still on the ground.
Oh, he's muted. Yeah, he was on the ground, I think.
I was on the ground. Yes.
Okay, cool. So Garland is going to turn. I need to pull up his character sheet just so I have it here to use.
Boop, boop, boop.
All right. Garland pulls out his warhammer and with two hands raises it above his head, and he is going to charge at...
Do it, Garland.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll see who he charges at. Actually, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody else is on the cart.
As I see Garland doing that, I'm gonna cast Warding Flame on him. It doesn't hurt him, but it will cause him to be blinded and have disadvantage on any attack roll.
Is it a reaction?
It is a reaction, yes, sir.
Okay, so he has disadvantage. Is there a save, or is it just he has disadvantage?
Can he be blinded?
He can be blinded, yes.
It's just that. It's just
All right.
disadvantage.
Cool. So he charges and swings his warhammer at Arwen. And with a disadvantage, that's a nat 1.
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah. The disadvantage made it a nat 1.
The warhammer
corpse
it
just
just
falls
took
out of
off.
the body.
He's just charging, and then he loses his grip and just falls face first.
Yeah, he's running, and he raises his hand up, and the ghost lets
I
out
just
a spectral
rolled
wail.
a 24.
And he swings, and as he does, you see... Or, sorry, Garland, did you want to roll the rolls for this? I was just going to roll the roll for it.
I mean, it's your monster, so it's up to you, Dice Dad, normally.
It's
You can
after
roll
this.
because
After
you
this
missed
one.
him. Because me,
Okay.
I would have hit him. I rolled with disadvantage and got a 24.
Jeez. All right. So as you swing the thing, though, you miss, or the ghost misses, and you see Garland's warhammer just like fly out of his hand, just like arc into the darkness.
Ooh. Did not mean to do it like that. Oh dear.
Garland then pulls the one-handed mace from his side.
Oh, come on.
He's got everything. He's got so many tricks up his dwarven sleeve.
Elliot,
do you have a shield, Garland?
Sounds good.
Garland, do you have a shield? Yes, you do. Okay, so now he's got a one-handed shield.
Hey, at least he's not using my... Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's got a shield and a one-handed mace now. But he doesn't get to attack with it. It is Jin's turn.
All right. Since Garland's been there from the beginning with me, I'm going to say, I love you, Garland. I'm not going to hurt you, man. And I'm going to run up and grapple him.
All right, cool. So that is an athletics check against Garland's AC.
Okay, so I roll an athletics then?
Yes, you roll an athletics check, and your target is Garland's AC, which is 19.
Oh, shit. I got a 12.
All right, so you go to grapple Garland, and he's just, like, short and stocky, and he just, like, dips under your legs, and, like, he's just, like, dodging all of your attempts to grapple.
Damn it. Okay. Can I... Wait, hold on. I can bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action... You can bonus action an unarmed, non-lethal strike, right?
It's sort of like before. I think it's if you have already hit, you can hit with your other hand, but I don't think you, if after grappling, can punch.
Okay,
Can't.
I'll bonus action rage.
Sure.
In case he tries to attack me.
You get angry.
I get angry this thing has possessed my friend.
Righteous fury flows through your veins as you clench your jaw muscles and you roar in rage at the audacity of this creature to desecrate the holy form of Garland Foam Tankard. And with that, it is back up to the top. Everybody else is driving away, so it's Arwen's turn.
Sister Sakram is actually going to throw the things at Elliot, give Elliot the reins, and I'm just going to jump back into the
Cool.
Feather Cleric. And I'm just going to fly straight at him, and I'm going to touch him. Because I am close enough. And I'm going to do protection from good and evil.
On Garland?
On Garland. just holding my shield up, and I'm just gonna charge and just be like, "Sir, you're a cleric. Get your head out of your ass. We've got gods to worship." And so, essentially, you are protected from any possessions, frightens, charms by them. If you are already charmed, frightened, or possessed, you have advantage on a new saving throw against the possession.
All right, Garland.
And once that happens, you're unable to be possessed.
Make another saving throw, this time with advantage.
Woohoo!
And that was a wisdom saving throw.
Constitution? Which one, wisdom?
No, it is charisma. Charisma.
Oh, 20.
Fuck.
You hear the words of Sister Sakram as she touches your shoulder and fills you with the holy energy from her spell. And you feel the fury inside of you well up, and you hear the clanging of Moradin's hammers on his mighty forges, and the anger of his bellows fills you. And you yell, and as you do, you see the ghost blasted out of Garland as it flies back 5 feet and is now floating in the air.
And Sister Sakram is just gonna point at him. I'm gonna use Warding Flame on it. Can it be blinded or no?
You use your spell to cast the protection, unless that's like a bonus action or a reaction.
Warding Flame is a reaction. I would like to know though, can aberrations be blinded?
Well, this thing isn't an aberration, but it is able to be blinded. Yes.
Yes, I would like to blind it to where it has disadvantage on the rolls that it has, the attack roll.
All right.
You guys are making me use all my slots. Damn.
Cool. So there's a bright flash, and it will have a disadvantage on its next attack roll. But before then, it is Arwen's turn. No, it's the ghost's turn. The ghost is not on Garland's initiative anymore. Does the ghost possession recharge? Nope. I threw my die on the ground. Try again. It does not.
Oh, thank God.
Dice, ground, dice, ground, dice.
It would be bad if that thing got possessed me.
All right. Suddenly, the creature spins and turns towards the group of you, and its face takes on a horrifying visage as it lets out a ear-shadowing bellow. I need everyone who is not on the cart to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no. Oh,
19.
yes. Yeah, buddy. Nat 20 plus 1.
Nice.
All right. Garland, what'd you get?
19.
All
15
right,
plus
passed.
4.
And Arwen?
Arwen got 21.
All right, everybody passed. No one is feared as it attempts to scare you all away. It is now Arwen's turn.
All right.
Sakram just goes, bitch.
Arwen will cast Booming Blade.
All right, go for it.
That's a 5.
A 5 to hit?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't hit. Sorry. You cast your spell, and you swing your weapon, and it misses. The creature is floating in the air, just out of reach.
Enough turn.
Did you have something else that you wanted to do?
Enough turn.
Okay, cool. And then next is Garland.
Go. You don't want to be possessed again. Ooh, I didn't know Garland was a Warforged.
I want to sit there and use my Warhammer. Yes.
Your Warhammer's in the dark.
Yeah, your Warhammer is lost.
It's
you have your mace,
off
though.
the side of a mountain.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay, let me... Feeling a little nausea and sick and everything from being possessed, and I take a drink from my flask and realize I drank some sour milk, and I need the darn ghost make a dexterity save.
Are you gonna puke on the ghost?
Yeah, I was about to say, are
I need a
you gonna
dexterity
throw
save
up
from the
on it?
ghost.
Like, do you have
Ernest scared
radiant
stupid.
puke?
It's like Ernest scared stupid.
The ghost got a 6.
To do, Gar.
Ghost got a 6.
Ghost
Drink
got a
that
6.
sour milk, and I throw up. And the ghost takes 4 acid damage because I projectile vomit a stream of acid from me for a line of 30 feet long and 5 foot wide. Straight at the
Morning, Lord.
ghost.
Is that
Each
your
of the
level in
creatures alive
sorcerer?
No, that's Tasha's caustic brew.
All right.
Bro, you can do that? That is awesome.
So Garland, kicks back some yucky juice and just like projectile vomits all over the ghost, who was not expecting to get ectoplasmed. The ghost got a 2 for its saving throw.
Okay, so it got hit with 4 acid damage. I've been wanting to use that.
As
Oh my
you
God.
vomit the acid and it sprays out, you hear
Like
gross, and you see the ghost disappear as it is defeated.
Oh my god, was it really that low? That's hilarious.
Yes.
It was just cheap. It was just cheap ass bastard. That's all.
Just give my information. Just give my information to Garland.
All right, and
If we're doing inspiration tonight, I know who I'm giving it to.
Oh, I'm just
And-
gonna fly up.
the group
I'm
of
good.
you all sigh in relief, and then kind of like pinch
Art's
your
long
noses.
gone though.
As you see the cart is like driving away, you all like run after it.
Oh,
I can't drive.
Anybody have a napkin?
I can't dry heave at the
Can
whole
it-
scenario, but yeah.
I'm gonna give a napkin. I'm gonna give a little handkerchief to the one who asked for a napkin, and just
I didn't
I'm
ask for it, but I'm just I can't dry heave the whole concept, the vomit on the.
I shout to my fellow party member, you better start running, eh? Stop in the cart.
Somebody better clip that. I don't know. All y'all listening, somebody clip that. That's something.
Dude,
that's a highlight.
I'm gonna be sharing that
that was
to other
beautiful.
people.
Telekinetic ability, so I can't pause anything.
See,
yeah.
I thought the funniest thing that ever happened in the game was I think it was Elliot knocking himself
a-
out with a headbutt.
It's a toss.
Sister Sionia is gonna just carefully
We're
bring her
still
That
wings
is
only level
called-
1. Or
Yeah.
level 2.
I'm
No,
gonna
we're
take my
level
wings
3.
out.
We still
I'm
have
gonna
time.
say,
Okay, that is Tasha's. That spell is called Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Well, it was a good use of Tasha's caustic brew.
it was
It's
perfect.
amazing.
That's what the spell is
It's
called.
a weird business.
I
Kinda
get
like
back
the same
up on
as
my ram.
Dragonborn
Yeah, you
acid
climb
thing.
up on the ram, and you all go to catch up with the cart. And with that, we will go ahead and call it for this week, as it is 10:24.
Oh yeah.
All
Elliot
right.
sees Sister Sionia flying back, and she goes, "That was the grossest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life."
See, that was awesome.
Dear Morning Lord, it was cool.
When I
Don't get me wrong,
ride
but
the
gross.
ram. When it's my turn to ride the ram, do I break off his antler?
What about the ram?
The special ram? When I ride it, do I break off his antler?
No, you can't break off his ram's antler. That's rude.
Man, don't
I've
do
done
that.
it once. I've done it once and realized
The horn.
it's just a joke. Personal joke. That's
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
Throw up
so,
even more.
thank you guys for
Yeah,
playing. Let's go ahead and do our likes. You can say something that you liked about the session or something that was cool, and then you can do a nomination for someone to get some inspiration. So we will start, we'll go in the order of the Discord. So Arwen, you can nominate first.
Okay, leave me for last, please.
Say what?
Can
come
I
back
go
to you for
last?
last. Yeah, that's totally cool. We can come back to you. Escavan.
Yes, Senpai, right? That's his character.
Senpai is one of the people in here. Are you talking about Garland?
Senpai is
or...
Elliot.
Yeah, Senpai is Elliot.
Yeah, Senpai. It's like you were DMing tonight, so Senpai is player, right?
It's a DMing. Dice Dad was DMing.
Yeah, Dice Dad's DMing.
I'm sorry, Senpai is a player tonight, right?
Yes, Senpai was playing Elliot the monk.
I will give him the inspiration.
Cool. What would you like to nominate Elliot for?
I don't know. I don't know if he's received any inspirations or not. But he's.
I have a decent chunk of them.
Well, either way, I just wanted to nominate Senpai.
All right, cool.
That's all.
Senpai, you can have a point of inspiration.
Okay, that gives me, I think, 4 now.
And remember, you can use inspiration to give yourself advantage, to make me re-roll something, or to give me disadvantage, or you can trade in 15 of them if you bank them up to give yourself a feat.
Trust me, I know what I'll be doing with inspiration. We have to wait till the end of the book.
Garland, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you enjoyed tonight, and if you'd like to, you can nominate someone.
Sister.
You can just call me
Sister
sister
Bunny.
if it's easiest.
Yeah, Sister sat there and is able to cast that protection from good and evil to get me unpossessed.
Yes, that was a clutch. That was a clutch thing. I was honestly really looking forward to just getting to like beat some people's asses with Garland. Like, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. It's on.
Did you look at my spell list?
I can't use your spells, or I would have
Did
been.
you see my spell list?
I looked at them, but the ghost doesn't get your spells or class features. They just get your physical attacks. Otherwise, I would have been flinging your spells. But yes, Bunny, you can have a point of inspiration for that very clutch protection from evil.
Thank you.
Also, before I forget, everyone gets 100 experience points for the session, and then the fight was worth 200 experience. So everyone gets a total of 300 XP.
That should.
Oh, someone's leveling.
I leveled.
Okay.
All right, but yes. So that was Garland. Next is Jin. Jin, would you like to?
You already know what I'm nominating Garland for that that projectile vomiting he did. That was awesome.
Yes, for projectile vomiting a ghost to death, Garland, you can have a point of inspiration. That was inspired, sir.
Thank you. And I just
Robot Garland. Robot in disguise.
Garland has a voice changer.
All right. Bunny, do you have any likes/nominations tonight?
Oh, I'm gonna nominate Senpai for being on top of his game and disengaging at that moment. Like, that was his clutch disengage.
Yeah. You guys fleeing was definitely smart. I mean, that definitely stops you from getting possessed. That ghost was basically just gonna like sit in ethereal until its possession came back up, and then just pop out and try to possess people. That's what the plan was. So,
like, I have 8 health. I had 8 health. I don't want to do that.
Strahd's not going to be prepared. I'm just banking my inspiration.
All right, Senpai, you can take another point.
Huh?
I said, yeah, you can take that another point of inspiration, and then it is your turn to do inspiration for someone else.
I can only have one, but I think I'm going to go Garland. Him puking on the thing was phenomenal. It was well done. It was creative, unique, and I gotta say artistic. So,
and I believe that'll be Garland's third inspiration point of the evening, right?
I think it's a
Yeah.
second.
Second? Oh, it's second or third? Well, either way, second. Okay, Garland, yeah, go ahead and take another point of inspiration. You cap out at 3 per session.
I'm
so
marking them down.
cool.
Okay.
Then I got my 2
Okay,
this session.
I got 2.
All right. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for playing tonight. I'm going to do a couple plugs real quick.
Did you do Arwen?
Oh, Arwen. Oh, right. We have to go back to Arwen. I apologize. Arwen, have you decided what yours is going to be yet?
I will give it to the sister because of teamwork.
Yes. You did do a good job working with the group here for this session. You were definitely helpful. Go ahead and take another point of inspiration, Bunny.
Thank you.
And yeah, so I'll go ahead and do a couple quick plugs. Those of you watching on the Twitch stream, thank you so much for checking us out. We are Dice Dad Games. This is our weekly Discord open league night. So on Wednesdays, we just let anybody come in and play as long as you come in, RSVP to the event and get in before other people. But we have events running almost every night. We, in the next few days, we have no game on Friday this week. Our Dungeon Master for Friday games is taking a week off. He's doing he had to work on Mother's Day, so he's doing a Mother's Day thing with his wife, Friday. So he's skipping his game, but we have a game tomorrow, I believe. Didn't somebody start a Thursday game? We have so many games, guys.
It was me.
Yes,
me.
So many
Senpai.
games.
I'm sorry, Senpai. Senpai has a game starting tomorrow. I believe were you doing Dragon? Are you doing Scroll Thief? That's right. Did your game end up filling up?
I mean, there's people that are there. It's Philip, but also I'm not sure who's all going to show up. So.
Okay, well,
it's
tomorrow.
full right now.
Yeah, tomorrow we're running Scroll Thief, and Senpai is going to be running that game on the stream. So we always have room for alts if somebody drops. So if anybody's interested in joining into that, just stop in at the Discord. Our Saturday game this week is going to be Bunny. She's going to be running an evening of Masks and Monsters, which is sort of a role-play heavy masquerade themed camp mini thing. I don't like saying one shot because there's a bad connotation with one shot. It's a short story.
Complex campaign.
Yeah. But we have 2 sessions of that. We've got one that's just open to anybody, and I think that one's about full.
It is full. I got it filled.
Oh, it's full. But again, always room for alts, so just check in just in case. We have another one. We are trying a sort of ladies' night in the server. We've got a lot of female players who've been coming in, and we are trying out a ladies-only game. So on Saturday, was that one at 3 o'clock Central?
Yes, it is. 3 o'clock Central.
At 3 o'clock Central, we have a game that's just open to any ladies who might like to come in and play. And it's that same Masks and Monsters game. So if you are watching and you'd like to join in, just pop in here on Saturday or before then and let Bunny know you want to join in. We got a couple people signed up so far, but we still definitely have room for that. So if you'd like to come in and join in on that, that'd be cool. We have Caladria's game on Sunday. He is starting Lost Mines Fandelver, or he started Lost Mines last week. Again, drop in if you're an alt. We're streaming basically all of these. So what I'm essentially saying is keep tuned in. There's a lot of cool content that's coming, and we have a lot more content in the works. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll go ahead and say goodbye to everybody. And I will see you all next week on Wednesday.
See you guys later.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.